When we incorporated the Gay and Lesbian Lawyers Network, we declared our aim was to, quote, fully realize a true education, business, and social network, as well as to educate ourselves to legal issues of importance to the community, to assist other charitable endeavors, and to offer a helping hand to each other when needed. By being here today, you fulfill GLLN's mission. Goals in 4 ways. 1, each of you is truly part of this network. Our members, the bench and bar, law student LGBT groups, sister groups in Florida, our strategic alliance, and our supporters. 2, LGBT Broward teenagers will educate us about legal issues of importance to the community. 3, you're assisting a charitable endeavor, LGBT youth initiatives. And finally, 4, we are mentoring tomorrow's leaders, today's bravest, eloquent, and most promising youth. But first, let's hear from one of today's leaders. The GLLN is a voluntary bar association. But to practice law here in Florida, you need to be a member of the Florida Bar, which now numbers more than 100,000. The president of the Florida Bar, Greg Coleman, is a South Florida native who swam competitively, played water polo, and water skied before he went to Stetson University, both for business and law school. He began his legal career as an assistant state attorney in Palm Beach County, then became a civil trial lawyer who handles complex commercial litigation. He was president of the Palm Beach County Bar Association, president of the Young Lawyers Division of the Florida Bar, and sat on 22 Florida Bar committees before he ran unopposed for the top seat, where his focus has been the technological changes affecting our profession. Please welcome Greg Coleman.
Thank you, Neil, and thank you, Leah. And I promise to keep this shorter than last year's president, Gene Pettis, who I understood took 45 minutes, so I have, what, 40 minutes? And by the way, where's Leah's mom and dad? Right here. Mom and dad, okay. Golfer. Today's Masters Sunday. This is how much I love you guys. Masters Sunday, I'm here. I love this organization. Thank you so much for the invitation. And I love what you're doing with the schools. I mean, this is critically important to getting our society engaged in this conversation. And I just want to take 1 minute to tell you the evolution I have seen at the Florida Bar in terms of same-sex issues. So before I joined the Board of Governors, there was an issue way back when in about 2005, 2006, where there was some legislation to allow same-sex partners to adopt foster children. The Board of Governors was asked to allow the family law section, all right, a section of our bar, to engage in lobbying on their behalf. The Board of Governors declined at that time to let them do that. 2009, Jay White was president of the Florida Bar. I was on the Board of Governors, and the issue came back to us, but in the form of a third DCA case, which you all are familiar with, on same-sex adoption of foster children. And they came to us, and the family law section once again asked to allow an amicus brief to be filed. For the first time in Florida's history, the Board of Governors did the right thing and allowed that amicus brief to be filed. And we all know where that went and how well it went. But this year I'm particularly proud of where we have come as a group, because you have to understand we have 52 very diverse people from all very conservative, some very rural, some very backwards places in this state. Am I being recorded? All right, just kidding, friends from the rural backwoods areas. So this year we had an issue come before us. It was a same-sex divorce case in Tampa, the Shaw case, and the family law section, which of course, if you don't thank the family law section for their support of your issues, you should, because they are fervent advocates of what's going on. So they came to us and said, we would like permission to file an amicus brief in the Shaw case in Tampa on same-sex divorce. And I knew I had the votes. I wasn't worried about that. But I wanted a unanimous vote in favor of that. So I reached out to about 15 of our members, of the 52 members that are from more conservative areas in the state, and I explained to them why this is a good thing and why we should have a unanimous vote of the Board of Governors that oversees the 100,000 lawyers in this state. And guess what? When it came before us, we had a unanimous vote to allow the family law section to file that amicus brief, and of course we know the court's going to make the right decision. So I'm here to tell you that the leadership of the Florida Bar is engaged in this conversation, and we appreciate all that you do, Neil, Leah, the leadership of this organization. In all seriousness, this is a very, very important event for me to attend, and I'm so very, very grateful that you invited me. So thank you. Thank you, Leah.